What's up, everybody? I'm Chris from Slappers Only. I'm back with another Proximity Chat solo, and this week I'm going to try something a little bit different. Instead of actually talking about just like a video game topic or actual games or news, that kind of stuff that's going on, I'm going to talk about lists because everybody loves lists, top 10s, top 5s, top whatever. Everybody loves them. Websites love them. We love them. We all love them. And I agree, lists are cool. I've made lists in the past for the website for just whatever, just crazy fun. But one thing we need to get clear, and I'm serious here, is that lists are great because they're so easy to disagree with. Because whatever it is, it's only right in the eye of whoever made that list. If one person makes a list, it's right, I guarantee you, to that one person that made the list. If a group of people make a list, I guarantee you that not even everybody who made that list will agree with that list. It's just how it works. That's why they're fun, especially when people think their lists are definitive, like PC Gamer, the 25 greatest shooters of all time, PC Gamer's definitive guide to the 25 must-play classics. I mean, that seems pretty darn definitive, or so they say. FYI, number one, they have Team Fortress 2, which they already got wrong, so yeah, funny how that works. Anyway, I made my own list for today, and without further ado, here's the definitive list of the most ridiculous gaming-related lists out there. Alright, so number 5 on the list of most ridiculous lists, video game related of course, is, drumroll please, this list. That was easy. Okay, so number 4 on the list of most ridiculous lists, video game related, is the top 15 Final Fantasy games. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15 comes out like next year sometime, and half the world says it's Final Fantasy 6, the other half the world says it's Final Fantasy 7. They're both wrong. Clearly it's Final Fantasy Tactics. End of discussion. Moving on. Alright, coming in at number 3 are the top whatever most overrated / underrated games. Look, whether a game is overrated or underrated, it's just a matter of opinion. If you like a game that everybody else hated, well then, according to you, it's underrated. If you hate a game that everybody else loved, well then in that case, it's overrated. The reason these lists are ridiculous is because games aren't overrated or underrated, they're just rated. Plain and simple. I mean, somebody gave their opinion of a game, and to that person that gave their opinion of a game, that opinion of the game was 100% accurate. There's no right or wrong about it, that's their opinion. You may not agree with it, and your rating may be different, but that doesn't mean that their rating is wrong, making the game underrated or overrated. Like I said, games are just rated, unless somebody played the wrong game and they thought they were playing some other game when they were really playing was that one game. I just confused myself, never mind. Number 2 on the list of most ridiculous video game lists is the top 25. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love as much as the next person, but really, calling the best of all time is pretty silly. Alright, so number 1, the top list on the list of most ridiculous lists. I think I forgot a word lists in there somewhere. Drum roll please. It's the top whatever games of all time. Now, I mean, this one really takes the cake. The top whatever games of all time, I have a hard time picking just the game of like the year when I'm trying to pick the game of the year for my game of the year lists. Do we actually? Yeah, we'd sometimes do that. Anyway, let alone like the best game ever released. But whoever makes this list, really, I want your time machine so I can travel to the end of time. Right before the universe explodes, I'm going to hop on the internet, I'm going to pull up Metacritic, find out whatever the highest rated game of all time was. I'm going to hop back in the time machine, come back to right now, and I'm telling you this, I wish I could do that, no time machine. So for me to really say whatever the top game of all time, top game released, maybe. Oh, wait, what's that? You use game rankings, you don't use Metacritic? Well, dang it, can I borrow your time machine again? I'll be right back. Alright, everybody, that is my top 5 most ridiculous lists to make lists of for video game related lists of all time. Anyway, I had a lot of fun making that for you guys. What would you change? What would be on your top 5 list? What's different? What did I get right, if anything? Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it this week. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't, and I'll see you next week. And here we are at the #1 spot on our top list of most ridiculous lists of all lists. Yeah. Okay, the top thing on the... Okay.